Hello everyone. Today I come to present my idea for a television program. My television program is focused on a lot of sorry, and a lot of us who are video games lovers. My television show is called The Virtual Nest. This program will be based mainly on covering topics about video games and everything that involves them, as well as there will also be activities with video games and many other things. The television program will be made in a recording studio, which will be located in Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua. This studio will be personalized with obviously video game themes. Now, I will talk about how many people can attend this television program. It's planned that the studio will be large enough to be able to accommodate all the people we expect to have and, above all, have enough space for special guests to other types of guests. Special ones. Whatever a children or school excursion, it is expected that studio is prepared for all these types of situation. Now, let's talk about the types of audience of guests to the hope to have. Speaking of the audience, all types of the audience will be accepted. So the content of this television program is suitable for all age. And now let's move on the guests in which the guest wheel is a very varied since we will invite the influencers. Say, I recent years, thanks to influencers, the influencers of video games has been spending on I will be interesting and have the tip of people as guests. Now, let's move to the most logical ones debate. Who are the famous gamer streamers from Twitch and YouTube? Since they are the many creators of video games, content on the largest streaming and the video platforms, and will be very interesting. You know more about them, their tastes, and more. Let's move on celebrities. I'll talk it may seem strange. Celebrities, whether they are actors, singers, athletes, sportsmen, and others. They also have the right to have fun and inviting these type of personalities. Will go a long way to imply these types of people can also have fun with video games. And now let's move on the most important ones. Who are ordinary people? Likes Juan and the entire audience that can see us. Sadly, will also be interesting to have people from the audience who are the lovers of video games and tell about experience with them here. Now let's talk about the activities that we will carry on this television program. We will I am to the three main activities. The first will be talk about how much they know or are involved in the world of video games. The second activity will be talk more about the tastes, opinions, preference, and others than our guests have about video games. Sorry. And what is intended to be activities will be playing some competitive game or guest choice, sorry, and have a good time playing. Let's talk about risk. In reality, in the television program, we have a few risks. One of which would be that we will have a bad time, of course, have bad feelings if when talking to our guests or discussion could be created due to different talks of this way. And the other things, risks, sorry, that exist is, for example, that our guest has some types of medical illness, be it epilepsy or something like that. And when playing the game, he has a heart attack. Removing two possible risks, we are there may be. Now, what will make our program special and interesting to people? We considered that it will be interesting because there will be an unusual guest, and I will would be interesting to know more about them, of the subjects of video games. And very interesting topics about video games will be also be discussed. And finally, with our final activity, having a competitive game, there will be excitement knowing who will win or come out better. And that will be all. I hope you liked the idea I have about a new television program, and thank you very much. See